Alrighty, so in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to set up a capture card. I just got one, or actually, I had one, I lost it, and it was just in the bottom of a box of like my mom's. I found it and I decided, why not set it up? So let's get into it. Alright, so what you're going to need for this to work is a capture card. I got mine off of Amazon. It was like 12 bucks, I'm pretty sure. It was pretty cheap. I'll probably have a link to this exact one in my description, and it might not work for everybody. So this method is just a very small capture card. It's not very big, but if you want one that's good, I would recommend an Elgato. I'm pretty sure it's an Elgato 8K one, and that one's for really high-end PCs. But for this one's more low-end PCs. Maybe it's your permanent PC and you're just looking to pass time and record some videos. So what you'll need is you'll need the capture card. Obviously, I already gone over that, and something to do it with. So for example, I'm using my Switch 2. It's kind of hard to get all into frame because I'm not really. Oh look, there you guys are. Kind of recording in a weird way. But anyways, you're gonna want something that you want to record. For this example, I'm gonna use my Switch 2. For a later example, I will use probably my Xbox, and that'll probably be the two I'll showcase, and it'll be the same vice versa. So the next thing you're also going to need is a HDMI cable that would fit into the end of this capture card. For this one exactly. This is the exact capture card that you need. Some of them I know there's some extension that you have to get that'll convert this to like a USB, and it plugs in and then it goes HDMI out to USB and then into your PC. Those ones are kind of weird. If you find one that's like that, I would suggest getting a different one. This one is just like the main one that I use. It just goes into there and then it plugs in your PC. So the next thing you'll want is probably a dock. If you have a Switch or a Switch 2, you're gonna want a dock. Now that dock will help you to be able to put it actually onto the capture card. So without further ado, let's get back into doing it. Alrighty, so now we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna plug it in and then we'll get it configured in your streaming software. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to the back of your PC, preferably the back. The back works the best. And you're just gonna plug it in. You might have to reroute some things. Like, hold up. Alrighty, so now, sorry, I had to back away. So now that it's plugged in, hold up. Sorry, my mom just was calling me. I'll go help her in a second. So now that it's in your PC, you're gonna wanna take the HDMI cable, this part of your dock or whatever you're using. Is it plugged in? Oh, it isn't. Hold up. Alrighty, so now that you got this all plugged in and connected, you're gonna take it. You're gonna take the HDMI and you're gonna plug it in, hopefully to the correct side. Yeah, there we go. So now it's plugged in and everything should be functioning. Alrighty, I'll put my PC back. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna take my Switch and it is gonna go right back into its dock, like that. Now, all you gotta do, really, is just power it on. It's the only other step left. And whoa, hold up. That's really funny. It connected to my camera software. Anyways, so now that it is all plugged in, I'm gonna head back to the PC and I will meet you guys there. Alrighty. Now that we're back on my PC, I'm going to show you guys how to set it up within your OBS. Now, as long as you just pay attention to the stuff down here, not the main stuff right here, you should be fine because it does look a little bit trippy. Display capture, just so you can see this. Yeah, just don't pay attention to up here. So basically, what you got to do is you got to add a source right here. You're going to go add video or capture. This is for Streamlabs. You can use OBS and it's pretty much the same setup. You just gotta select what you're gonna do. So I'd select new video capture. I'd add the source. Now you can call it whatever you want. You can just click add a new source instead. And I'm just gonna call it Nintendo Switch. You can add a 2 if yours is a Switch 2, or just keep it at Switch if you don't really care. And then, I'm actually going to turn off caps lock because that was an accident, but whatever. And then you're going to click add source. It's going to make you select what you want. Now, it should be USB video. It should go like that. And then you're going to want to turn on your device. There you go. Now that your Switch is connected, I don't know if you're able to see my thing anymore, so hold up. Capture audio only. Yeah. And I click close. So now that it's all set up, you can select your webcam. You're going to want to bring this below your webcam if you want a webcam while you're playing. Because that way, the way it works is that when you have something above your webcam, it blocks out your webcam and just shows the thing. So now that I have my Switch stuff set up, now I can play games and it should just record everything I do, if that makes sense. It will be a little bit delayed, so especially with the capture card that I have because it's so cheap. It was like $10 or whatever I said at the beginning. And you get all this. Now, something that I will recommend doing is going down here, because I had to change it because I was trying something earlier and it wasn't working. But you want to make sure that it's not at 1080p, that it's at the full range it can go. So that way it doesn't look grainy or bad at all. This should be it. Yeah. And then you can also, I think it's in here. Never mind. I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyways, but now you have that set up. Now, we're going to move on to the Xbox side of things, and I will catch you guys back on the phone. Alrighty, so now that we're back, it's going to be a little bit loud because my sister has some stuff to do in the background, so just don't mind it. So,
yeah, I can do the laundry.
You're going to plug it in, you're going to plug your HDMI cable into the 2TV part of your Xbox. Yeah. It's the same part. You still want it plugged into your capture card, just took the other end and plugged it into the Xbox instead. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your controller, obviously, power on your Xbox. Uh-oh. What's going on? Excuse me? Oh, I scared myself. It wasn't turning on for some reason. Okay, anyways. So now that you've done the same thing, it's still the same setup, so I will catch you back on the computer. Alrighty, so now that we're back on the PC, this is what it's going to look like after you followed the steps. Same thing as the Switch. It's the same plugin setup. You just plug it in, set it up in OBS, and now you got a bunch of Xbox stuff you can do. So you can see, like, I can go up into here and I can go check out what games I want to play. Maybe I want to play Roblox for a video, you could say. Maybe you want to do that. You could set it up like that and just record it and play. Another thing you can do is you can, like, just any game, really. Another thing you can do also with this is you can also stream. So once this is set up, you can go and start streaming as long as you have the account set up and everything. And obviously, it's like the exact same process for both Switch and Xbox, and even PlayStation 2 or Wii U. Anything that has an HDMI port will most likely work. So you could even get a converter that converts AV to HDMI and connect your Wii to it. Hold up, I will continue recording in a second. Alrighty, so I tried to show you the OBS way of doing things. It's literally the exact same as Streamlabs, just except, like, there's very minor differences, except for the fact that, like, OBS might have more of a black style and a white style rather than this, like, kind of bluey style that you see with most things. it's a little bit different. It's not like extreme, like, whoa, what is this? It's literally the exact same. So yeah, that's how you set everything up within Streamlabs. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer some questions. Maybe if you weren't able to get this to work and you would like part 2 explaining things in a little bit more depth, then I can do that. I don't mind doing that. Doing tech stuff is some of my favorite things to do, so don't forget, like, subscribe, so that way you can see more of my content. I will catch you guys on the flip side.